Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try and what you do, things never seem to work out right for you? You constantly feel stuck, stagnant, never moving forward despite putting in so much effort, doing all the hard work, doing all you know to do. But just somehow life just feels blank and you just stay stuck. Does that sound like your experience? In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you certain reasons why things may not be working out for you the way you expect them to, so that you can actually confront those things and effect a change in your life immediately. Let's get right into it, shall we? Before we go right into the video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, now would be a very good time for you to join this growing family. There's a lot that we have planned for the channel and the Winnie's Club Excellence community in general. If leveling up your life and living your life at the most excellent standard is important to you, then this community is where you belong. And subscribing is how you get instantly notified whenever we upload a video so that you do not miss any of our future uploads. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell just right beside it so you can get instantly notified whenever we upload a new video. And then of course we have a membership community called the Excellence Elite Membership Club. Now for the Excellence Elite Membership Club, we're looking to enroll just 500 community members. We don't want any more because of the value that we're going to be adding to everyone who's going to be a part of that club. It's a subscription-based club, and if you're interested in being a part of this Excellence Elite Membership Club, I'd advise that you just click the link in the description box down below to get more information about what the Excellence Elite Membership Club entails and how you can access the club today. Okay, so without further ado, let's get right into the video for today, shall we? So if you're in a season of your life where things aren't working out as they should, I would humbly advise that you take some time to reflect on things and go deeper than the surface, because the problem that you might be experiencing may not necessarily be a surface problem. The other day I was scrolling on TikTok and there was this lady who was crying and saying she's going to shut down her business and take a break because everything she had tried didn't work. She talked about how she had done the consistent posting on social media, how she had come in front of the camera to dance, how she had come to sing to promote her business and did everything she thought were the right things that should be done to grow a business and thrive successfully. But unfortunately, after putting in all that effort, she remained stuck and her business was not successful. And immediately that actually inspired today's episode. And I thought it necessary to come and share with you certain reasons why your life may not be going in the direction that you want it to go. Like I said before, you may already be doing the hard work. The people in your life will not consider you a lazy person. They see you as disciplined, consistent, motivated, you put in all your effort, you're a go-getter, but still things aren't working. Why? Let's confront that question today. The first reason that I've put down here on my list, which is actually one of the most important reasons, is the fact that you lack clarity on your vision and your purpose. I put this as number one because a life that is not clear on purpose and vision would continue to do things every single day, just following every wind of doctrine or just following the day as it comes. Your purpose is your why. Your vision is how you attain that purpose. Without your why, without your solid why, every effort you put into achieving whatever you achieve would just be a misdirection. If you don't have a solid vision, a grand vision that is tailor-made for your purpose, the purpose for your existence. Everybody was sent to the earth to fulfill a purpose. Everything on the surface of this earth functions for a reason. There is a reason the sun shines. There is a reason the moon gives its light. There is a reason we have space, what we call space. Just think for a minute. Imagine if there is nothing like space and everybody was squashed and sandwiched together. There is a reason you were born. Have you discovered that reason and are you walking in alignment with it? And even if you have discovered it, have you crafted a powerful grand vision that is tailor-made for that purpose, that gives you direction and helps you ensure that every effort you put into your everyday is aligned with the purpose for which you were born? I have seen people who say they were born to be this, and then I'm seeing them going on in another direction, doing things things that are far away from the main purpose for which they were born. There's a misalignment somewhere. And that's the reason that no matter what you do, no matter the effort you put into it, you will not amount to anything. Because there is a misalignment. If you were destined to go in this direction and you are going in this direction, you already see that there is a problem. If every single thing that you're supposed to use to thrive in life, your success, your prosperity, your fulfillment, your joy, and your satisfaction will come in you going in this direction, and you constantly wake up every single day of your life going in this direction, how do you now attain these things that are supposed to be yours? It's very important that at this point you seek clarity on what your true purpose is and how to craft a very powerful vision that is tailor-made for that purpose. And at this point, I would like to invite you to attend the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar that we're organizing for the Winnie School of Excellence community. Now, in this webinar, you would literally have access to information that helps you gain clarity on how to figure out why you are here, why you are existing, and then also help you create the most powerful, grandest vision for your life based on the purpose that you were destined to fulfill on the earth. Don't miss that webinar for anything. This webinar is free for everyone who attended Masterclass with Winnie 1.0. But if you didn't register to attend for Masterclass with Winnie 1.0, you would have to pay to gain access to the webinar. Of course, we tried our best to make it very affordable. So I'm going to advise you right now to click the link in the description box down below to get more information about the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar, and then of course how you can sign up as well. But if you are somebody who hasn't discovered their purpose, or maybe you've already discovered yours, but you haven't crafted a grand vision for your life based on that purpose, and you don't know what steps to take to accomplish the purpose for your life, and then of course get to that destination that you're seeing, then you definitely need to be a part of the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar. Sign up today and don't miss it for anything, because that may be the solution to the problem that you're experiencing with the fact that things are not working out for you the way that you desire. Okay, the second point that I've put down here on my list as to the reason why things aren't working out for you the way you expect is a lack of clearly defined, smarter goals. Now, a lot of people at the beginning of the year or at different times in their lives wake up and set goals. These goals are misaligned from their purpose and then the vision they have set for their lives. Sometimes people set unrealistic goals that obviously is impossible for them to attain because first they haven't discovered their purpose, they haven't set a vision, or they haven't built the competence and gained the skills that actually allow them or help them reach this goal that they have set. For example, I remember in my younger years, there was a time I set a goal that I wanted to give a certain amount of money for charity. This money was in its millions. At the time, I literally had less than 5,000 naira in my bank account with no clarity on where I was going to get the money to actually give charity. At that time, it was an unrealistic goal because I hadn't built the competence. I hadn't developed the skills. I hadn't mastered the things I needed to master to help me actually make that type of money before I can give it to charity. So at that time, it was an unrealistic goal. And it wasn't tied to any purpose or any vision. It was just a goal that I set because it made me feel good. So a lot of people set goals based on other people's expectations of them, based on their comparison with other people. They set goals based on different things that don't make sense. Okay, you start a business and you think, okay, because you've started the business, you should be making 100 times profits in your business. Why are you expecting that when you've not put in the things that actually help you accomplish the goals that you have set? So your smarter goals. Smarter is the acronym for, so I had to pull out my phone just to ensure that I was getting the acronyms correctly with the exact words. Now, these things are the things that we actually taught at the masterclass. I think I was the one who actually took the session on actionable goal setting, and we have the replay videos from that speaker session. Again, if you want to gain access to it and learn more about how to set actionable goals that actually help you produce results and are not just vague, then you need to get your hands on that replay video. You can really go in depth because I really went in depth at the masterclass to explain things to them. The link is going to be in the description box down below. But SMARTER is just an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Your goal must be able to be evaluated and then, of course, readjusted as you progress on your journey. So some people just set goals, again, for just very vague reasons, and they don't have the competence to carry on with this goal. Stop it. It's going to continue to make you hit a wall every single time, and you keep getting frustrated for no reason. Goals are supposed to help you achieve results, but if your goals aren't helping you achieve results, something is wrong. You're not doing it correctly, and you need to start doing it correctly to start producing results in your life. The fastest way, I always say, get information. This information is at your fingertip right now. Get access to that replay video or go online and just search for more information. It's up to you to decide what you want, but not having very clearly defined smarter goals may be the reason things aren't working out the way that you desire them to be. So the third reason is inconsistent actions. Now, you may have discovered your purpose, have the grand vision. Some people have a vision board, so 10-10, I've even seen. And then you've maybe even set the goals based on that vision. But then you are not taking the steps you need to take to actually turn that vision or the goals into actual tangible reality, tangible outputs, tangible success. Either because you are lazy, you are not disciplined, you lack motivation, you have not built the competence, there's just so many factors that hinder somebody from taking consistent action. But I think we filmed a video on the channel on how to master consistency, beating procrastination at its own game. Those two videos can actually help you gain more insight on how to be consistent in the actions that you take so that you can produce the results that you would produce. And inconsistent actions also stem from things like not knowing your purpose and not fully basking in it, not having a vision, and lacking motivation and self-discipline and all that. I broke it all down in those videos. You need to go watch those videos and get more insight on it. But if you're not taking consistent actions tailor-made for the goals that you have set and the vision and the purpose for your life, you will be doing so much but you're producing very little results. You shouldn't be doing so much and not have the results to show for it. The proof that you're actually doing the right type of work is in your outputs. You shouldn't work so hard and not have productive outputs. You might as well go and sleep in your house. Do you understand? But if you are already putting in the work, do it right. Do it the right way so that you can start producing results in your own life, okay? Still under that point, I just wanted to say that sometimes some people actually start, but then they follow through consistently for a while. Then after a while, they stop. They stop because they are not seeing results and all. Sometimes it takes a little while to build momentum. And then when you're building that momentum, it just feels like you're making small progress. Then after a while, just because you stayed on that plan, that progress you make stops being this very little and comes from here to this in just one move that you would make, because you were consistent in it. But this actually only works when you know you are fully aligned in your vision and in your purpose for your life. So when you are fully aligned in it and you know that these steps you're taking are the right steps you're supposed to be taking, stay on it. Keep adding fire to it. Keep building momentum on it. Before you know it, that little small. Think about an airplane, for example. If you've ever been in an airplane, when the airplane starts to accelerate, it starts out slowly, then the pilot increases the speed gently, the speed continues and he's still on the runway. The pilot continues to increase the speed. Before you know it, he takes the speed to a very high level that the plane can't stay on the ground anymore. The plane elevates itself and lifts itself up, but it didn't start out lifting itself up. It started out by just going slowly on the runway. Then it started building momentum by adding speed, and before you know it, the thing charged up and became unstoppable. That's what happens when you take consistent action. That's what happens when you stick to the plan. So consistent action is very vital for you to see the results that actually help you achieve the things that you want to achieve with your life. Okay? Next thing that may be the reason you are not actually achieving the results you want to achieve. You lack a quality personal brand. See, you don't have to be a business to be a brand. You don't have to be a public figure to have a personal brand. You as a human being are already a personal brand. Now, you may know your purpose. You may know your vision. You may know the actionable goals to set. But because you are not showing up correct, opportunities will keep passing you by. You don't know how to speak up for yourself. You don't know how to show up confidently, dressed the part, talking the part, looking the part, walking the part. People will continue to pass you by and go to the people who look the part, but they may not have half the content that you have in your own life. That's why you wonder. You see some people, you say, they give him that opportunity, but I'm better than him. You may be better than him, but he's more confident than you. You may be better than him, but he knows how to show up for himself than you do. You may be better than him, but he packages himself well than you do. He knows how to network and get himself into the right doors, but you are held back by shyness because you won't drop shyness to the side and go and build the confidence that actually helps you stand up tall and come correct. You may not have a quality personal brand. Some people don't even know what personal branding means. Look at an iPhone, for example. You buy a brand new iPhone. You look at the aesthetics, so pleasing to the eyes. You tear the tear rubber. Go and check the ASMR videos of those tech guys who unbox iPhones to get an understanding of what I'm saying. You tear the nylon, you see the clean, beautiful surface of the iPhone. You're like, oh, this phone is correct. Do you think that the makers and manufacturers of that iPhone didn't put enough time and attention into ensuring that the design is sleek? That's what personal branding is. Now, you now turn on the iPhone and then the user interface is just 1010. The operating system is just 1010. Everything is working nicely. Do you think effort was not put into ensuring that iPhone functions at maximum capacity? It's the same with you. Don't be the one with the brains, but then you come out with tattered clothes and expect that I'm supposed to know you have brains. How am I supposed to know that? I will know you have brains by how you present yourself first, because I don't know what is inside here. I know what is outside here first. And you don't have a second chance to make a good first impression. So take care of your personal brand, not just from outside, but from inside as well. Go and learn how to speak good English. If you want to play in a field where people are speaking good English and you don't know how to speak English, work on your personal brand. Speak correct English. Go and learn it. Package yourself. Refine the parts of you that need refinement. That's what personal branding is. So that when you show up anywhere that opportunities are knocking on the door, they will open for you immediately because they'll be like, this girl knows what she wants. I've been in rooms that I didn't qualify to be in, but because I stood tall for myself and I demanded it, the doors were opened up for me. That can be your story as well. And if you don't have a quality personal brand, it might be the reason things aren't working out for you the way it's supposed to work. So work on your personal brand. We have a course that's coming up, which you can have access to give you more insights. We also have the replay videos from Mojibade and Olushola talking about personal branding. Again, the link is going to be in the description box down below. Click it, access it, watch it. Girls, guys, let's build this thing together, okay? The fifth point here that might be the reason why you are not achieving life on the level you want to achieve is your poor environments. Now, your environment is not just necessarily your physical environment. I'm talking the people you surround yourself with, the habits that you perform on a daily basis, your daily routines. Then, of course, your physical environment. Show me a person's daily routine and his habits, and I will tell you whether or not that person can be a success. It's very simple. Success is very predictable. So your environment may not support the growth that you really want. You find yourself in a company of toxic people, in a company of people who don't encourage your progress, who don't encourage your success, who don't encourage you to go and make things happen. All they want to do is gossip with you. You, for example, your habit or your routine is you wake up at 11 a.m. and you say, okay, I'm up now. What am I going to do with myself? Okay, then you just start doing life according to how the life comes. No plan, no organization, no schedule, nothing. How do you think you're going to produce results? So it's important that you fix up your environment. Now, your physical environment may not be able to stop you from actualizing the dreams and the goals and the big vision for your life. But staying stuck there. Now, don't get me wrong, you can actually be in an impoverished physical environment and still be thriving. It all happens in your mind. It all happens inside this your mind. So your physical environment should not hamper with the way that you see yourself and you see life and the potential or the things you can actually accomplish with your life. But sometimes staying there both physically and mentally can actually affect how you produce the results. So you need to do some work on your physical environment. Do some work on the people who are the people in your inner circle. Check your routines. Check your habits. Check the things you do every day. And ask, are they aligned? Are they aligned with this life I want to live? You can't thrive in a toxic space that keeps pulling you back and expecting that you are going to produce results. It's impossible. So your poor environment can be the reason. So check your environment and ask, how is this environment? How are the people I'm surrounding myself with? My habits and my routines, how are they hindering or hampering with my success? Ask yourself that question today. The next point that I've put down here on my list that may be a major reason why things aren't working out the way that they should work out is what I call limiting beliefs. Your belief system can be holding you back. Some people think that it's the physical environment that's holding them back. Sometimes, or most often than not, it's the mind. Your mindset is holding you back. You are holding on to things that are deep-rooted in negative beliefs that you picked up either consciously or unconsciously from different experiences you've had and encounters you've had in your life, and you're holding them onto them as truth. And these things are affecting your life in ways that you do not know how. You cannot even understand. Sometimes you don't even know they're affecting your life. We filmed a whole video on limiting belief, and I talked about 15 limiting beliefs that's holding you back. And then we also went ahead to provide some digital resources, an ebook and a video breaking down in great detail the concept of limiting belief. We broke it down, we defined it, explained where they've come from, where they are formed, how they affect the different areas of your life. And then most importantly, we talked about how you can overcome them. And then there's a workbook in that digital resource that also helps you take actionable steps that actually help you walk out of any limiting belief that's holding you bound. That digital resource is available at a fee, and I highly advise everybody to actually go access that digital resource. Because like I said, sometimes you don't even know that there are limiting beliefs, mental shackles that are holding you bound from making actual progress. You've held on to these things as true. You've believed them for so long. And these things are lies, because I always say that your perception of life is not reality. It's only your perception based on your life experiences, based on the things that happened to you in your childhood. Those things may not be true. Those things may be lies. And it's time for you to confront those limiting beliefs and break free from the shackles of a mindset that is keeping you bound. Get access to the digital resources. The link is going to be in the description box down below. But if you already know what limiting beliefs are, but you just want to understand the different types of limiting beliefs, you can just watch the video on YouTube on limiting beliefs. It's somewhere on the page. Just check for it. But having limiting beliefs, having a mindset that is very limited and is held by lies, that things that are not true, can be a reason why things aren't working out in your life. And it's time for you to break free from that. So click the link in the description box down below and access the digital resource today, okay? Next one is unhealed past traumas. This one, I've talked about it a lot on this channel. And if you are a true follower of the Winnie School of Excellence community, I believe that you should by now have already done the work to heal from your past traumas. We've shot quite a number of videos. I even shared my own personal experience on how I healed. You can check out that video somewhere on the channel. It's important. Everybody is dealing with something, whether you like it or not. No matter how pristine and beautiful and lovely your childhood was, you are dealing with something from something, an experience that you need to heal from. You may not have healed from it. You need to heal from it. Now, most of us came from childhoods that were not very pleasant. Things happened that formed behaviors and attitudes and things in us that weren't really nice, and we were shaped not so good. And if you don't sit back and then heal from those things, you may end up living life in your adult years from a place of pain, and pained people hurt others. Pained people hurt themselves. Life will not be what life should be for you, because you are acting from a place of your unhealed self instead from a place of your free, liberated self. Go confront your traumas. They're holding you back. You are not supposed to be shy. You're not supposed to have low self-esteem. You're not supposed to be rude or arrogant. You're not supposed to be proud. You're not always supposed to be angry. You're not always supposed to be somebody who doesn't know what to do or how to do it. You're not always supposed to feel like you're not good enough. All of these things are things that were caused because you had a foundational years that was very faulty. And you need to go back and fix those things so they stop hampering with your growth as an individual. Okay, next one on my list is not investing in personal growth. See, you may have discovered your vision, your purpose, and all of those things, healed your traumas. You don't even have limiting beliefs. If you've not invested in your personal growth, you may actually have limiting beliefs holding you back. But investing in personal growth is something that it's a non-negotiable. The people who say they are not good enough, the reason you think you're not good enough is because you've not developed that skill that can make you good enough. It's a non-negotiable. You have to read that book. You have to learn that lesson. You have to stretch yourself. You have to seek mentorship. You have to go for knowledge. It's impossible to attain the height of greatness without developing the things that are inside of you. I think in the video of limiting beliefs, I talked about how as babies, we were brought into this world empty. So the only things we had in ourselves were the resources that God gave to us, our eyes, our body, everything, the mind, and then the skill, the ability that we should use to thrive in life, and then of course gave us the earth. But as babies, we didn't know anything. You have to now develop those things as you progress in your years so that you can know how to harness them and then use them to do the life that God has called you to live. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't have guidance or parents who tell them of what they already have on the inside of them that they can use to make their lives prosperous. If you fall under that category, it's time for you to discover what you already have inside of you and then bring it out and start putting it to good use to produce results in your life. And that can only come from what? Personal development. Take your personal development very seriously, okay? Still on that same point on personal development, I thought it was important for me to say what I put down here on my notes. I said, not developing yourself is like repeating the same mindsets in a new season and expecting a different result. You want to accomplish success, but you are using the mindset that you had when you were not accomplishing anything. To produce results, you need to grow your mindset, come out of that your old one into a new one to actually produce results. And the only way to come out of an old mindset to a new one is to what? Develop yourself. So you cannot escape that personal development. It's not possible. So go for knowledge. This next one is something that a lot of people actually are victim of. I was a victim of it for a while until I said, wait, so enough is enough. My life is in my hands. My life is in my hands, so it's not in anybody's hands. So I better, the way I told myself that thing that day, you better. It's simple. Fear of change or fear of failure. Some people are too comfortable in their comfort zone. You want to sit down there and build houses and give birth to children in that place. My sister, it's time to get up from your comfort zone. You're too comfortable in that place. You're used to that spot. Come out. Come out of that place. You can't grow there. You're living in your past glory. The things you accomplished 2 years ago is what you're still holding on to. It's time to accomplish something new. It's time to dream a new dream. It's time. I'll use Masterclass with Winnie 1.0 as a way to give this example. For many years, I sat behind the camera. People said, Winnie, you need to have an event. You need to have an event. I mean, I don't function by what people tell me to do. But one of the major reasons why, of course, because I hadn't yet heard the go from God to do what I needed to do. But one of the other major reasons why was because I was like, my comfort zone is just sitting down here and talking to you guys. I don't want people to see me. What will people think about me if I host an event? What if the event is not successful? What if this happens? What if that? I will not lie. I had questions that made me sit put in my comfort zone. For so long, I sat here, I was doing this video because this is my comfortable place. At the end of last year, God said to me, girl, you better move or I move you. I'm serious. God was like, you better move or I move you. And I didn't know. that in saying yes to that action was where lied the rebrand of this whole community. And with the rebrand of this community, gave us a new vision, a new direction, gave us a new mandate, gave us a new way of doing things. But if I had stayed in my comfort zone of shooting this video, I would not have known the possibilities that exist with us right now. There is so much in the works. I literally have goosebumps when I sit on my bed thinking about the vision for Winnie's School of Excellence. It gives me goosebumps. But that was only birthed because I said, okay, Lord, I heard you. I heard you. I'm going to come out of my comfort zone and do this masterclass. Masterclass taught us so much, so much. The rebrand of Winnie's School of Excellence was because of masterclass. Come out of your comfort zone. Stretch yourself. Do what is uncomfortable. It may be hard at first because you're still mastering it. But I promise you, by the time you do it, face it head on, continue to conquer the challenge one step at a time. You become stronger, you become strong, you become wiser. Now I'm saying masterclass with Winnie 2.0. Bring it on! Bring it on! So guys, what I'm just trying to say in essence is come out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is where there is growth. That's where you're going to experience real progress. That's where you're going to be able to maximize your potential and put your capabilities to work. There is more to you than what you're currently doing. And the world can only see it if you dare come out of your comfort zone and then put in the work in this new place. Again, like I said, it's going to be uncomfortable. You are going to question yourself. You would even want to quit. I wanted to quit Masterclass with Winnie 1.0 because of how hard it got. I'm not even going to lie. One day I will tell the story, but I almost quit. You would want to quit, but the only reason you would want to quit is because it's still unfamiliar territory. But surround yourself with the right people. I'm so grateful for the people I have around me who encouraged me. My team members, they kept me going with their energy and their strength. I will see the effort they put into the masterclass and I'm like, okay, girl, these guys are doing the damn thing. You want to now quit on them after you've gingered them to go? So surround yourself with the right people. Talk to God. Let God be your strength. Let God be your guide. I promise you, it will be hard, but it's only hard because it's still unfamiliar territory. The only way you conquer an unfamiliar territory is to dwell in it. Experience the challenge, the problems, experience it, overcome it. By the time you overcome it, it becomes familiar. Okay, come out of your comfort zone. Stop there. Stop dwelling there. That's not where you're supposed to be. Thank you. And the final point that I've put down here is what I like to call spiritual misalignments. For this one, I put here that sometimes things aren't working because they are not aligned with God's will or timing or purpose for that season of your life. Hustling or working without divine direction can lead to emptiness. Do you know what God has called you to do? Do you know the season or the time of your life you are in right now? Do you know if the capabilities you currently have or the knowledge or the wisdom you currently have is enough for you to do what God wants you to do at this time? You cannot be spiritually misaligned. What's your relationship with God like? Because that's the only way you would know you'll be spiritually aligned with God's plan. And see, let me tell you something. Anything that does not have God inside it leads to emptiness. It's a waste of time. God is the author of life. He's the reason for existence. He's the reason for being. He's the reason for your existence. You want a quick fix to your life? Have the deepest intimate relationship with God. Forget everybody else. You want quick fix? Go back to your maker. Sit at his feet. Drink from his cup. Eat from his plate. Question him every day. Tug at his garments. God, I will not let you go until you answer me. That's the quickest way to ensure that you are in alignment with this thing called life. Because without God, you are nothing. And I say this with my full chest. Come and beat me. I'm going to put the address of my office in the description box down below. Without God, you are absolutely nothing. So don't remove God from your equation. Let him be at the center of your equation. Everything you do should stem from him. Ask him, this thing, is it aligned? Is it aligned with your will? Is it aligned with your plans for my life at this point? Is it aligned with what you want me to be doing at this point? Talk to God like he's your father. He cares. He cares. His mercy is working for you. His grace is working for you. His wisdom is working for you. His blessings are there at your beck and call. Use it. Talk to your father so that you are spiritually aligned and you are walking in in the things that God wants you to do part time. Don't go and try to kill a Goliath when all you can kill is a fish at this time of your life. Don't do that. Don't go and try to crunch a heavy bone when all you have is teeth for milk. Don't do that. So find out what season of your life you are in right now and what God is expecting of you based on your capabilities and your strength. Be spiritually aligned. That's pretty much all of the points that I've put down here on my list. If there are some points that I didn't mention that you think are reasons why people may not be living life according to their desire, please let's continue the conversation in the comment section down below. And then before I go again, remember the Vision and Purpose Mastery webinar. It's free for all the people who attended Masterclass with Winnie 1.0. But for others, you have to access it at a fee. There's a link in the description box down below for you to check out. Then if you want the speaker replay videos for Masterclass with Winnie from all of the 6 speakers, there are links in the description box down below that can also take you there. And then of course, the digital resources on the limiting belief. Anything you want to know about limiting belief, there is an ebook and then a video breaking the concepts down and telling you everything you need to learn to overcome it. Also, there's a link in the description box for that. And then finally, if you want to be a member of the Excellence Elite Group, Winnie First Inner Circle, so much is already happening there. So much is going to be happening and will continue to happen. We want only 500 members in that group. So be a part of it as well. Join us today so that you can get closer and closer and be amongst a community of people who level up together. Okie dokie, I'll see you all next time with another video. Until then, remember to stay very, very excellent. Take care.